Critical theory is a sociological perspective that was developed in the interwar period of the early 20th century. Put simply, critical theory seeks to realise the fundamental freedom of human beings by critiquing acts of domination wherever they may occur in society. Sometimes this may mean identifying more clear injustices, like patriarchal gender roles in the home. Other times, critical theory may need to look more deeply in less obvious places. Critical theory is indebted to a number of key continental philosophers. It is with these thinkers that critical philosophy emerged as a critique of Enlightenment ideas of reason, individualism, and humanity's domination of nature. This project of critical philosophy did not seek to eradicate these Enlightenment ideals. Instead, the goal was to progress Enlightenment through critique to better realise the freedom of humanity. Critical theory continues this tradition. Critical theory was also inspired by the ideas of two Marxist thinkers. The first concept is reification. This is where active subjects, like you or me, are transformed into objects, like this pencil, and made passive. This occurs under capitalism, for example, when a bartender is reduced to their function and loses their human element, their subjectivity. It is as if they are made into an object. The second concept is cultural hegemony, which is when the ruling class shapes the culture, values, and beliefs of society so that the way things are now seems natural rather than socially constructed. In the context of capitalism, the system itself is made to seem like the only option possible, when in reality it is just one option that has been maintained by those that benefit from it most. Okay, enough background. Let's dive in. What is critical theory, and where did it come from? The Frankfurt School in Germany is seen as the epicenter. These first critical theorists spanned many different disciplines, seeking to understand the world from a variety of angles. These neo-Marxist thinkers were focused on rethinking Marxism by critiquing the mode of praxis of past revolutionary movements. The focus of critical theorists was more specific, to gain knowledge of our world to serve as a theoretical foundation for future potential revolutionary action. This included a focus on traditional questions of class, but also a critique of the production of knowledge and culture within Western capitalist societies. Critical theory takes a novel interest in explaining and critiquing domination within areas of society that previous theories took for granted. Taking this unique perspective therefore allows us to better understand that power is not strictly concentrated within politics, but rather is spread throughout social institutions, the art that we consume, and the knowledge that we take for granted. Critical theory, whilst a useful sociological perspective, does have its limits, however. One common criticism is how critical theory does not provide many concrete solutions to the problems it identifies. If the aim is not to tear down the structures of hegemony, where does it leave us? Is it enough to carefully critique moments of domination wherever they may occur, or do we need something more concrete?